Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test account and we are checking out the trials. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to test out Nevanthi, see exactly how well she does within these guild trials, guys. This is really the test that I like to see because we can do this in pretty decent level deficiencies, which again, we absolutely like to see. Now overall, looking at her spec, now she does have the ability to buff up heroes that have summons, heroes that have minions, things of that nature. So I'm going to clear out all these formations and see exactly kind of what we can see what we can get done here with her getting into level deficiencies. Again, we start at 360 within here. So I'm going to take this up to, I'm thinking 460. Let's do 480. Just that way we have 120 level deficiency. That's a pretty good starting point. Now, guys, remember that she is a support hero, that she is a healer, which means I cannot see her with her skill set going front line. But again, buffing other heroes could be very important in here. And of course, being the Wilders, guys, I want to build her around a couple Wilder heroes, which I think would do incredibly well. Because remember, she is support, she is a healer. So putting a combination like this in here, even if we ran a hero like, let's say like Oku in here, I think would be pretty strong. I don't know if we even do have Oku in here. It looks like we don't, but I was thinking a hero like Oku, again, just to provide a little bit of crowd control, possibly doing a heal or a crowd control hero like Gorvo, and just looking in here, guys, seeing exactly how well she does. So we know we have the mitigation, we know we have the shielding in here, and there is the branch, guys. And I think, again, with the minion buffs, I think it'll work on the wolves. I think overall it would work on the wolves. You can see, guys, look at that absolute crazy amount of damage she is putting out right there. And again, Wilder formations, it seems like it's going to be interesting to see, but I want to see Graveborn, guys. When you look at Graveborn, I'm thinking a lot of players were talking about Kayleen today, being frontline, being a tank, being a very, very strong hero to build. I'm thinking maybe a Baden for the ads, Grez for the ads. This is what a lot of players wanted to see, guys. Kind of a crazy combination here. I like Hodgkin for the buffing aspect in here. And let's see, again, I'm not going to run artifacts on them. I just want to see kind of what we're getting. So if minions are coming up here, how much of an effect is this actually having on the minions, which is going to be really, really hard to gauge within here, guys. But I want to see kind of if the damage is going to be significantly higher. Again, she is kind of the minion buffer in there. Look at that, guys. 60 million damage. That is actually pretty crazy within the formation. Even 62 million there. Of course, we had Hodgkin in for the buffer, but her coming out, that's pretty interesting. That is absolutely pretty interesting to see. Again, with the skill being able to buff other units. I'm trying to think who else. Like we have Hayloss in here, which unfortunately we do not have, but he does have a unit. A lot of players were asking if the twins were counted as a secondary unit. I'm trying to think really who else we have that does kind of a similar, I don't know, like Nemitsu's totems. I'm just thinking again of kind of a summoned entity that we can find within formations. Maybe Peggy. Let's try Peggy in here. Again, just kind of looking at the triple support feature, and then we'll let's just throw in two random, let's just say two random heavier tanks in here that don't do a lot of damage. Let's go with the dimensional combination. So again, looking at the minion factor, guys, Peggy has the guards, which of course Nevanthi will buff up. You can see the healing, guys, just going everywhere out here, but I don't know if Peggy's guards are going to do a considerable amount of damage. I don't know if the damage is going to be there for the guards, which again, let's see, guys. That's why I wanted to do, I don't even know if these tanks are going to have enough damage to get through here, but overall, I'm not too worried about it. Even here, guys, Nemitsu is buffing himself up. You can see the haste buff right up here. But look at the healing, guys. It reminds me almost of Oceanic Wave, Desirous Oceanic Wave. you just see heals and you literally just see numbers everywhere. It is just crazy when it comes to the healing in here. And again, I don't think we're going to have enough damage to actually get through some of these targets because they have Silas and they have Desira in here, guys. This is a pretty tough team to run in here because their healing is insane. And then we do have Lucius in here as well, which means, of course, we have a lot more healing. But I don't think Peggy's minions are going to do it whatsoever, guys. Running triple support in here, not really working. But again, I'm trying to think of other heroes. It seems like it's going to be made for Baden. And I wonder if they dropped a hero like this because we could see the awakened version of Baden coming pretty soon, which again would be interesting to see if it's a play off of building her and then building that awakened version of Baden. So looking here, guys, look at Nemitsu dominating. And again, we don't know if that affects the totems. Looking at the number, though, I would say yes. I would say it is probably affecting the totems because there's no way that he should be doing 3 million damage. But also looking here, guys, if you notice, she does nothing. She does absolutely almost 0 damage, guys. Even looking at the tanks, I mean, they're what, 6 times, almost 7 times the damage that she did. And of course, Peggy doing some okay damage because of the ad factor in there. But again, it seems like Baden is going to be the benefit from this, guys. And let me see, let me just run Baden. I just wonder by chance, I'm sure he's going to get just absolutely run over. But again, I wonder with the ads, just buffing up the ads in here, if it is going to make a difference, guys. I know, again, level deficiency is not too huge within here. But again, there's the healing, there's the ads popping up. And he just has stacks of ads, guys. And it looks like they're almost trying to get through. Look at that. 145 million. Again, her damage is nothing, but look at the damage in there, guys. That's why I thought it would be pretty interesting when you're looking at the team like that. Just because of the sheer amount of buffs that they're pulling out of there. That's incredible, guys. That is absolutely incredible. Also looking here, of course, being support. We could add in some pretty big healing. I'm thinking healing and haste in here. And then, of course, adding in something could go with the Carnage. Let's throw the Chaos Breaker in there. Again, that's going to affect the ads, guys. Is her healing going to keep everybody up? Baden's ads are just burning people down, guys. Look at that. 169 million. Wow. That's pretty cool to see. Of course, the big ability that we're talking about here, guys, is this one right down here. The Variant Shade. When a new entity summoned by an ally appears in the battlefield, she grants the Mark of Nature effect to the summoner and the summoned entity. So they are both getting the buff there, which lasts for 4 seconds. Mark of Nature increases the target's haste by 5 points. When dealing damage, the target imposes a restriction on the hit enemy. When the restrictions are stacked to 5 times, the enemy is entangled for 3 seconds, during which time they are immobile and not able to attack. That is the reason why Baden is not dying, guys, is now it doesn't say if, but they're both the mark goes on the summoner and the summoned entity. So again, when you look at this buffing up the 4 seconds of Baden's minions, she is putting the crowd control on the minions themselves. The effect can only be triggered against each enemy once every 4 seconds. But again, if we can kind of rotate the crowd control on heroes or on the enemy, this seems pretty good. Mark Nature effect further increases the summoners and the summoned entity's attack rating by 10%. When an ally perishes, she increases her max health by 3% and restores her health of the same amount up to 5 times. And then when the summoned entity ally perishes, Nevanthi permanently increases the summoner's attack rating by 8%, haste by 6, which can stack 3 times. The value of each increase will not exceed 12% of the initial attack rating. So again, guys, that is why we're seeing her so strong within the running with Baden. Again, it seems with some of the entities, she's going to work pretty well. I'm trying to think. I know the Awakened Soulless does also have the little wind sprites, but ultimately it seems like that would be kind of an overkill to put both of those healers together. We do have Flora. We have Flora as well, guys. Flora, of course, is going to pop up those spectral, the floral specters. Now there it is in the middle. You guys, it died. That's one of the reasons originally with Soulless, guys, is those floral specters just get crushed. The moment that it comes up, you can see it just got absolutely crushed. But look at the damage. I am wondering, let's try this in a couple different formations. Again, I was trying to think of a couple other heroes. Let's take out Peanut in here. Let's put in, I'm thinking just a little more, maybe a little more damage. Let's put in a little bit more. Let's put in Lorzen. So we have, again, there's the summon entity right in the middle. Ultimate ability always rains damage down. See, that's pretty interesting. I'm wondering, I know most players don't have Soulless build up, but again, you're boosting the damage that we're seeing even with Mishka with the two, with her two wolves. So it says any, but I don't know if the wolves are considered summoned. That's going to be a tough call, guys. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Again, I don't know if that is going to be considered summoned. I don't think so, but I also wonder, like, Kayleen, just because all of her little spectral hounds that pop up in here. I know she has the big Necro Hound, but right there's the little baby dogs, guys. If she is buffing up those little dogs, that would be pretty cool, guys. Look at the healing. I do wonder if that is the same, if those little, because I mean technically they are summoned entities. So let's pop her in this formation and see kind of where that's going to come out. Again, she has the Necro Hound, but look, there's the little hounds. All of those Necro Hounds are just running around, guys. Look at the damage. Wow. I just wonder if this is going to be a way to actually utilize Baden, and also, again, some of these heroes that are bringing up entities. Seems like it would almost be broken. Even throwing something like Grez within the formation. And I'm thinking like a Desira or even a Silas or something of that nature. Again, leaving Kayleen up front, but possibly running like a Grez again to try to get those summon entities out of these three, and then possibly doing either a Silas or even a Desira within the formation. Again, just with that Oceanic Mist, the double healing support in the back. Look at the healing, guys. Just incredible. Absolutely incredible. Look at that. Putting up a lot of damage. I wonder how this is going to work in boss fights as well. But again, looking at her, there's no damage whatsoever. But that's a pretty interesting combination here with all those Graveborn heroes, guys. It's going to be interesting. I really feel like she's going to be worked into a couple different. She definitely could be worked into a couple different formations, which of course is going to be interesting to see. This is going to be very interesting to see exactly how it's going to affect when it comes to this whole summoned entity thing. It's going to be interesting to see. I can't wait. I can't wait to see exactly where she falls. But all right, guys. So that'll do it for our trio, guys. Nevanthi. Either way, guys, Very cool to see the summoned entities in here. Might have some new meta comps, might have some changes within the formation. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.